Saw this. A guy who stole an ancient artifact has returned it because of coronavirus fears. A guy in Israel just returned a 2,000-year-old ancient catapult stone to a national park, a stone he stole when he visited the park as a kid 15 years ago. And why did he return it now? He said, the time has come to clear my conscience. It feels that the end of the world is near. The stone most likely came from battles between residents of Jerusalem and Roman soldiers around the year 70 A.D. He returned it, though, through a middleman who agreed not to share his identity, but it has been revealed it was Bobby Brady.
Oh, Bobby. Okay. Look at all those bad things that happened to Spider. Greg almost drowned surfing. I mean, yeah.
Thanks, Bobby.
Oh, Bobby.
If you had stolen the ancient artifact, none of this would have happened.
Idiot.
But I like the way this guy's thinking. He's like, he's clearing his conscience. And maybe, just maybe, this is world karma. It's like, okay, as the world seems to be going down a definite path of destruction and mayhem, it's world karma. What have you done? We all collectively have done to bring this on ourselves. You see things like the earth, pollution-wise, is healing because we're all staying home. Mm-hmm. And the impact that we have on an everyday basis, where the skies over China are blue. The canals in Venice are so clear you can see the bottom. And
crystal
before
clear.
It was like green murk that, you didn't know if it was a cesspool or a, water canal.
Remember the movie The Day After, where the second ice age came and most of the United States got frozen?
With Bill Hader.
Jake Gyllenhaal was in it.
We'll name a movie he was in, I swear.
And the end of it, when finally the ice recedes, the people up in the space station look down, and I think the last line of the film is, wow, I've never seen the Earth look so clear. Like Earth cleansed itself.
Yeah, so maybe that's what it's doing.
It's the natural breathing
it's in a detox.
cycle of the planet.
And maybe, certain, to wake up people to the fact that, yes, you do have an impact as one single person. Collectively, we're causing a lot of pollution and global warming, Sammy. This doesn't tell you that maybe we do have an impact on a daily basis.
Look at the canals of Venice.
I just...
Didn't take long for the Earth to douche.
No, but the point was that the world is more powerful than us, and it's proving that to us right now in this situation. In the sense of we can't control it, and we can't control what's happening now. I mean, the Earth could be trying to dispose of us for all that we have done. I'm not saying it hasn't, but I think the world is more powerful than we are.
There's more hurricanes and more stronger hurricanes more
often. But we
often
are the
because
world.
of warming.
We are the children. You know who sang that? Bill Hader.
That's right. That is right. A version of it, anyway.
Yeah, but I'm saying, Sammy, you got this, without going to work, with factories shut down, the three major automakers in Detroit, GM, Ford, and Fiat Chrysler, will close their U.S. plants to protect workers from the coronavirus. And the Detroit of China did the same thing when it shut down its factories, where it's like, okay, and then all of a sudden the skies cleared up, the pollution level, it's great. So that is the impact that we have by doing that sort of thing.
Right. So we have the power.
So this is eye-opening.
You thought you made no impact, and we can't control anything, but it's like, well, if you stay home, well, look how the sky's cleared up. Mm-hmm. Look how you can drink out of these canals now.
This
Maybe
is kind
I
of
am a disgusting pig.
The fancy word epiphany is like we're having a realization that maybe where we were as a society is good for us but bad for the planet we live on. We kind of knew that anyway. But this is a smack in the face going, okay, you powerless people.
Maybe we could learn something from all this besides how annoying our families are.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And how to make a quarantini.
So, if this is World Karma Day, if you want to get something off your conscience, and maybe by getting it out and saying it out loud and putting it out in the universe, you will help this pandemic disappear, because it's like we're clearing our conscience. We're going to confession.
We're doing our steps.
Here, Mother Nature.
Yeah.
We're all sorry. Now go away.
We'll be better.
Give us another chance. Just one more chance.
Yeah. World Karma. 818-955-KLOS. Clear your conscience, get it off your chests, and maybe collectively it'll stop this whole thing. All right.
I don't always recycle. I don't. I should, but I don't always. I sometimes do, but sometimes I just go.
Can I guess when you don't?
Go ahead.
When your recycle can is full or outside.
From Amazon boxes, and I can't fit water bottles in it.
And then the other can's not. You're like, screw it. You just throw a water bottle
yes.
in the...
Or a wine bottle, which should go in the blue can, and sometimes I just put it in...
Because you're too drunk to go outside?
Yeah, and I just put it in the trash and then go...
Feel your pain.
Yeah. That's bad. I should recycle. It's easy. It's a little thing I could do. somebody else could come along and make money from it? I don't.
You could
always.
be a little more strict with yourself about it.
I sure could. Yeah,
Okay.
I could leave less of a carbon footprint.
Frosty, get it off your chest, man. Save the planet. It doesn't have to always be green about being green either. So whatever you've done that's dark and horrible, that maybe is a secret.
He could fix Mother Earth with probably just the one thing.
I know you're probably expecting some salacious story of murder or larceny or pillaging, but no. I think there is a green sin that I do all the time. And I know when we had the drought recently, which I guess is kind of better now, but when they were telling everyone to conserve water, only run your sprinklers 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Saturdays for your yard and landscaping. Then they said, no, don't do it at all. Dig up all your plants and put in cactus and succulents and rocks and sand. Well, I confess, and I'm ashamed to say, that I had spent some good money several years ago putting a lot of green plants all around my yard. Some nice landscaping. Very proud of it. I'm like, gardening is a hobby to me. I didn't want to see all that stuff die. So I continued to run my sprinklers 4 days a week. And I would flush the toilet after just going number one. I think I'm a water waster. Because you're supposed to let,
Water hog.
Water hog. I get my water bill, and it's got that graph showing how much you've used compared to households.
Your neighbors, yeah.
Oh, I'm like the Burj Khalifa skyscraper.
How much is your biggest water bill, do you think?
$500 or $600.
Oh, I got you beat.
Well, it's tough because it's
Really?
Department of Water and Power. It's that combo bill
I know,
that only
just
comes
the
every
water
other
part.
month. So
Just
I
the-
got you beat way bigger
Well,
than
the
that, too.
utilities.
I've had an $1,800 bill.
I got you beat.
You got me beat.
Yeah, at that rental property that I had. I mean, I didn't know about the utilities, and it was a thick jungle setting.
Yes,
Seriously,
it
you've
was,
seen
wasn't
it.
it? Yeah.
Talk about greenery and one of the things in my lease was you got to take care of the yard. You got to maintain. Well, he paid for guys to come and maintain it, as far as lawn guys.
But you had to pay for the water?
But as far as you can't just turn the
bill.
water off and let everything die here.
Right.
You got to basically pay the water bill. I'm like, all right. My biggest one, and I think that it was $3,000.
Oh, for God's sakes, Frank.
Yeah, I was like, I can't stay here.
No.
So yeah, as soon as my lease was up, I'm like,
Nobody could afford to
I'm
rent that.
Outie
Just
here.
to water your park
That's
in the
every
backyard.
other month. That's
Yeah.
$1,500 a month. if you
Luckily, my
continue
insurance
that.
company was paying the rent because through the house burning down. That's why I was in a rental. But yeah, I was paying
Oh, my
a
God.
mortgage payment for the water bill. That was insanity. I was like, no way, I can't do this.
And there's millions of people
Jesus.
here that were doing, in one degree or another, what we just said we've been doing. And that's all bad for the planet. We knew it, and we still do it.
All right, get it off your chest. Now, it doesn't always have to be about being green. It's like maybe you got some deep, dark secret that you think the world
Is upset about.
is upset about. 818-955-KLOS. 818-955-5567. Sammy, you got something to get off your chest? Come on, you've got to do some deviant things. Come on. Doesn't have to be green. Like, or it just has to be like just bad karma. Like you did something and now
you go,
Oh.
that's going to come back and bite me.
There's one thing I did a long time ago. I
How
almost feel
long
like I'm
ago?
gonna get in trouble for some reason for even
Now,
saying
I think if you say it and confess, then maybe everything will turn around. That's why we're
Okay.
doing it.
How
This
long
was-
ago?
I was in college.
Okay.
I did a hit and run on a car in a parking lot. I went to park and I sideswiped a van when I pulled in, and I was like, oh my god, and then I just left.
Like severe damage to it. Like
Yeah. Oh,
all
it
the way
was-
down it.
So
Oh,
there's no one in it.
And I felt so bad. I had never done that before in my life, and I was convinced for a long time after that the cops were just going to show up at my house one day
Right.
and
Right.
arrest me.
Yeah. Somebody saw you.
A street cam or something
Yeah.
caught you
Yeah,
doing
no,
it.
I thought someone was going to see me. Something was going to happen. Someone saw it and got my license plate or something. I don't even know what I was thinking when I just left, but I did, and I never got caught.
God, that's risky,
Well,
Sammy.
but-
That's a
But
big
thank
one. I
you.
think that's going to help. That's going to help the
it's
plan.
It's going to help, basically maybe
Damn.
turn this whole situation around. So if you got something on your chest,
Get it off.
get it off. Jordan, you're in there smiling, you deviant son of a bitch.
I used to steal a lot, like micro looting, just whatever I can get my hands on. I mean, it was everything from like grazing in a grocery store, just like eating peanuts as I'm walking down the aisles, to like wearing cargo pants into 7-Eleven so I could stuff like, chicken sandwiches in my leg pocket. I mean, I've confessed to stealing Jack Black's guitar before. I've stolen Roy Orbison's guitar. Like, I ended up giving those two things back, but I stole beads from a giant Buddha statue in
Oh,
Hong
you
Kong.
stole from Buddha.
In Hong Kong?
No.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Leave this building.
I went back and I buried those beads at the same statue 2 years later. But at the same time, like all the other little stuff that I've stolen, I can't make reparations enough for all that little stuff.
Wow.
I've never heard micro looting as a term before.
Because it's not big like TVs. It's just the stuff you can fit in your pocket at the time, right?
He's just a klepto.
He's a clapper.
So everything is
Wow.
a sample, pretty much. You can sample whatever you want to the
I mean,
world.
I took what I needed. I was kind of struggling for a long time, so
There's a lot of people probably doing that now. 'Cause, like, there's the grocery stores and there's so much stuff, and people are pushing around carts.
We try these grapes.
Or like stuff that you wouldn't normally be taking at this time. Like there's certain aisles that are empty and certain aisles that are full. And so stuff that you're not expected to get, they're not expecting you to steal. Like I stole some birthday candles the other day, and I don't know why. I was like, these are cool looking. They're like silver, and I put them in my pocket, and I forgot. I didn't forget, but I'm like, who's gonna stop me for these stupid candles? Nobody. So I stole birthday candles.
Oh, no.
Good thing you admitted it.
But who's taking or who's buying birthday candles during
No
this
parties.
time?
Nobody's
no
blowing
one's
out
buying.
candles.
So they're not expecting you to take them because no one's having a party.
Yeah, there's no parties, no birthday parties.
No
No.
blowing
So there's a
on
run. There's a
cakes.
micro looting of birthday candles.
Birthday candles.
They're never gonna look for it.
Well, I feel better just with everybody getting this out. I think it's going to turn things around.
Except we're worried about Jordan now, Mr. Micro Thief back there.
Eric
think he
has
does
admitted
anymore.
his deviance. And
God.
asking for yours as well. 818-955-5567. Get it off your chest. Turn this whole thing around.
I don't think Eric has any because you're so pure and conservative and nice.
Well, what is it?
I do have a big one, and it's happening currently. It's currently happening. I never lied to my daughter. I made a pact with myself that I would always be honest with her, and if I couldn't give her the real answer, I would tell her she's not old enough to know, and I would explain when she gets older. But I have been lying to her. I have been tricking her. Because this is a scary time for everybody, and I wanted her to have a glimmer of hope, a little bit of magic in her life. And I don't know, did somebody in this room, Johnny, do you have that picture? There's a little USB, or it's a Bluetooth unicorn that somebody got her, and I want to say it was maybe
It was me.
Frank. Yeah. Got her this little thing. You guys see that picture? It's a beautiful little speaker shaped like a unicorn, and it Bluetooth connects to your phone. So I was standing outside of her door the other day, and she had never used it. And I turned it on and went outside and stepped outside, and I got a text-to-speech app on my phone. And I synced it up with that Bluetooth unicorn. She had no idea. She was just in her room playing. And I started, I would do stuff like this.
I am a magical unicorn and I love you.
And she would go, what? What was that? You're a magical unicorn and you love me. And I would sit there and type as this magical unicorn that I named Luna. And she was hugging it and crying and saying, I love you so much. And she would come out and say, Daddy, this unicorn is real. It's talking to me. And I would go, no way. I don't believe it.
And you said, no, it's not.
Yeah. And so she would go back in.
And then you threw it against the wall and broke it.
No, I convinced her that when she was alone with the unicorn, that it would talk to her and come to life, and they had full-on
That's
conversations.
nothing to be ashamed of.
No. It is. Believe me.
Why?
This is going to haunt you. Years later, she's going to come to you because
Oh,
that's
no.
what my son did. Years later.
Oh, no.
He goes, we're driving down the street. He's probably, I think this is like a year ago. He's 14, 15 years old. And he goes, those dinosaur eggs weren't real, were they? I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, when I was little, and you told me that we went dinosaur egg hunting. We found those eggs, and there was dinosaurs inside of them. Those weren't real, were they? And I go, no. Why'd you lie to me? I go, because the look on your face, it was like you were overwhelmed with joy.
Yeah,
I mean,
wonderment.
Yeah, we had the tools, and basically they were little like eggs that were basically sand eggs. And I hid them up on the hillside in the outcropping of rock. And I knew where they were, so I'm like, let's go dinosaur egg hunting, buddy. He's probably 3. We went out there, found him, had a little brush. I'm like, brush it, and brushing the sand away. And inside was a plastic T-Rex.
Oh, my God.
And at 15, that kid figured out that wasn't real.
See, that meant so much to
So
him.
he's staying with me for a long time. He's never leaving the house.
Yeah.
Wow. So he was 3 years old. My daughter's 4.
Yeah.
So she's going to take this with her.
And at some point, when she finds out the truth, you are a liar. I mean, he was like, the look on his face, like, why'd you lie to me?
So I need to confess to her.
Or you just got to keep doing it forever.
Forever.
Every time she goes in her room, you got to put a little message on there. Or get her to hate the unicorn.
Oh.
or just outgrow it?
Yeah, like when she's really like sensitive, start having a unicorn bully her when she's like, you need to lose some weight. You're getting a little chubby. And then all of a sudden she hates the thing. She's choking it out, and she throws it against the wall and breaks it.
And then you're out. And then you're done.
I do have her put the unicorn on the toilet, the little Barbie toilet, for no reason at all. Sitting outside the door, I just think it's so funny to go, I have to poop. Please put me on the potty.
But then it doesn't produce any poop.
No, she just,
Unicorns just.
How'd you explain that away?
it's magic, Frank.
Well, when you thought you had to poop and you go and you're like, no, nothing's happening. I guess I didn't have to go. I guess
And
I'm
that's
like a unicorn.
magic, too.
Yes. the magic poop. Somebody asked Eric, why are you wearing your toilet paper today?
Oh, my Cowboys.
He's got his cowboy sweatshirt on.
Whatever. We're going to kick ass.
You think so?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you say that every
Franchise tag on deck.
say
We
it
got
every
Amari Cooper back. Jason Witten went to the Raiders, though.
And that's your Sports Minute with Eric.
That's your sports minute, Eric.
How can we hack into Eric's phone, by the way? I'd love to take control of that. Just put our own little sayings in there for his daughter to hear.
Is that what you want? That's why we want to hack Eric's phone, not look at the pictures of him.
Well, maybe that on the way of hacking the phone. Think of things we could say to his daughter and really, really screw her up.
What would you say?
Well, all sorts of things. I'd share my philosophies of life and living
Through a unicorn.
through a unicorn.
What would you say?
I don't know. Let me think on that for a minute.
I thought you thought about it.
No, the point is, if we could take control of the things he's saying to his precious, sweet little innocent daughter, we could really have a psychological experiment.
What would you say?
I'd say, I don't know what I would say, but I would say
I know.
things.
We've established that you didn't know.
Wouldn't you like to take control of it and then say things? And never mind.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'll let him damage your psyche. I'm not going to
Okay.
be a part of that. I did buy the damn thing, though, so I am an accomplice.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know you. That's just.
I think
Your
it's.
daddy is lying to you.
So I should make it say that. Your daddy is lying to you.
Say your daddy loves Ford more. And I do too. Could you take me to Ford's room? He's so much cooler than you.
Oh, my God.
Then she will throw it against the wall.
Do you like that I made her British, too, just because it's a more magical
I know.
accent?
It is. Yeah, the British accent.
It is more magical.
It's more believable. You'd think a unicorn does have a British accent. I don't know.
Yeah,
Johnny,
give it a Southern accent, and you'll see it's completely
you want
different.
to admit anything, Johnny, to this world karma that we might be experiencing?
Me and my friends, we got into a fight one night outside of a bar, and we didn't start it. The guy started it. We got our punches in, and we ran off, and we found out the next day that somebody was found in the snow in a coma, and that they were in the hospital, and it didn't look good for them. But we didn't really follow up on it because we didn't really want to know if it was us or not.
Johnny,
Jesus.
What?
Johnny.
I thought we were getting things clean, guys.
Well, yeah.
I thought we were coming clean.
I mean, Heidi doesn't recycle. You put a guy in a coma and probably died with snowdrift?
And you never checked up on it?
I don't know. Yeah, we didn't look into it.
All right, we're going to take a quick break
Alrighty.
and come back with your calls. We got Peter, Eddie, Joe, and Eli, and more who want to clear up their conscience. So maybe we can turn this whole world pandemic around.
Just on Johnny's revelation alone?
Clearing world karma.
We're coming clean.
All right. Right now, let's check in with Aki. What's up, Aki?